So there you have it, folks. Residents of Woolwich Township are remaining optimistic about the new track to be laid down at Kingsway Regional High School. From the town hall, I'm Mishari Drissi. Back to you at the desk. Here's what some of the university officials and students had to say. For now, Rowan University officials are taking action in order to calm student fears over lead in the water. For the Rowan Report, I'm Mishari Drissi, signing off. Members of the South Jersey Muslim community are optimistic for the future plans of the Garden State Islamic Center. From Vineland, New Jersey, I'm Mishari Drissi. Back to you at the desk. Traces of lead have been found in the water supply at Rowan University. Here's what some of the university officials and students had to say.
So, any building built before 1986, odds are it has lead. That was just a very common building material. Lead comes from a lot of different places. Lead comes from the water source. It can come from pipes. It can come from the faucet. It could come from the solder that connect the pipes. So part of the challenge is finding what's the source of lead. We know that in Glassboro, the wells all test lead-free. So the question is okay, what's on this campus? Is it the pipe leading from the curb to the building, or the pipes in the building, or the solder, or is it the faucets themselves?
So obviously the university responded in the best possible way with doing the water bottle drives at Mimosa Hall, being able to provide every student with water bottles throughout the days.
Scared. Yeah, I was a little concerned, especially because they didn't give a ton of detail about like how much or how were we affected before. So it was a little concerning to think, have we been drinking this all this time? It's something that happened over the summer. So concerned, I think, would be a good word.
Yeah, I did a research project over the summer on the Flint water crisis, which is a similar situation, and I found that the government really did not inform the city of what was going on. So I think Rowan handled it in the best way that they could because it's a tricky situation.
For now, Rowan University officials are taking action in order to calm student fears over lead in the water. For the Rowan Report, I'm Mishari Drissi, signing off. There are many different beautiful mosques across the world, and now there's the Garden State Islamic Center in Vineland in southern New Jersey.
We're trying to make the awareness of Islam, the moderate Islam, that the right teaching of Islam and the Quran for the Muslims and non-Muslims, and trying to get our friends from other faiths or in the community to help us to try to make the community better.
The community center wants to offer other services, such as acting as a daycare for working mothers and a school to teach the children about Islam.
We teach religious studies in it. We teach the Quran, and we teach the Sirah, what we call Sirah, which is narration and teaching of the Prophet Muhammad SAW. We also teach classes of Arabic, not necessarily in the daytime, sometimes in the afternoon, sometimes in the after hours, as I said.
The mosque has many different facilities, including 2 separate prayer rooms, a small kitchen, as well as custom-made bathrooms for ceremonial washing.
Benefits the community because now we have a place to gather together to worship, to eat during our iftars during Ramadan, to celebrate during Eid. Before we had a much smaller mosque, so not a lot of people want to go there, but now we have a bigger mosque, a lot of people come together and celebrate. It's definitely heading in a positive direction, and hopefully we'll have a lot more Muslims coming in.
The Garden State Islamic Center is primarily funded through donations provided by different members of the community.
So I definitely will want my children to be a part of this mosque as well, and I definitely will be a part of this mosque in the future.
It helps to give back to the community, and everybody who comes to the mosque, they have an opportunity to pray and get together, and it just helps, bond Muslims together.
Members of the South Jersey Muslim community are optimistic for the future plans of the Garden State Islamic Center. From Vineland, New Jersey, I'm Mishari Drissi. Back to you at the desk. Hi, I'm Mishari Drissi, and welcome to the World News Minute. UK universities Cambridge and Oxford have slipped down the rankings for top universities ranked globally. Last year, Times Higher Education ranked them at positions numbers 2 and 3, respectively.
This year, they are being ranked at 4 and 5, with the top 3 spots taken by American universities, Harvard, MIT, and Stanford. 10 people are killed and scores wounded in Damascus, Syria after 2 bombs were unleashed in the city's center square. First, a car bomb blew up, then as people rushed to aid the victims, a second bomb was blown by a suicide bomber riding a motorcycle nearby. This twin attack came hours after a truce was put into effect up in Aleppo. 4 people are rescued 6 days after a 7-story building collapsed on top of them in the Huruma area of Nairobi, Kenya. Rescuers were encouraged to continue searching for survivors after finding a 6-month-old baby in a wash basin. Among those survivors was also a woman found to be 8 months pregnant. Now on to some tech news. This morning, Netflix announces that you can now control how much data is being used when watching shows on your smartphone or tablet. The new setting will be called cellular data usage and will be under the app settings menu. This update will soon be available for both iOS and Android devices. This will greatly benefit people who want to restrict how much data they use when on the go. Microsoft announces their Windows 10 operating system has reached 300 million downloads. However, this free update may not be free for much longer. Microsoft warns users that if they do not upgrade by July 29th, they should expect to pay over $100 to do so after the due date. A new assistant is being launched, Vive, also being called the son of Siri or Siri 2.0. It's created by the same people who created Siri before it was acquired by Apple. It will include the ability to perform microtransactions, including getting an Uber, ordering a pizza, or even making a hotel reservation. Hi, I'm Mishari Drissi, and welcome to the World News Minute. 2 Muslims and 1 Christian are killed execution style in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Ahmed Mekki, Mohammed Tarib, and Mohammed Taha Omar are the names of the 3 young African-American victims. Local police have ruled out the investigation as a hate crime and have not found a suspect nor a motive. Initial reports on February 24th sparked outrage amongst the international Muslim community, with Twitter users questioning the lack of media coverage. Senior European Union official Donald Tusk issues a stark warning to migrants fleeing poverty or unrest, stating that Europe is not the answer. Statistics show that this is the largest migration crisis on European soil since World War II. However, the EU announced that there were plans for giving over 700 million euros in humanitarian aid. In Jakarta, the warning system put in place in the event of a tsunami mysteriously vanishes. 22 buoys placed in the Indian Ocean have either been stolen, vandalized, or are breaking down. These warning devices cost between $300,000 to $600,000 to replace. Residents of West Sumatra were forced to flee their homes